Hi, everybody, and welcome. Today is August 25th. And again, we've had a touch of technical issues, but we're getting over them here. This is essentially the second month or the eighth week we've been talking about the many faces of fear, and Ellen's going to wrap it up today. I think some really good stuff to talk about what we learned and share with you how you can realize when you got fear, big fear and little fear. So, Ellen, now that we're on the air, say hi.
Hi
We're on
everyone.
the air, Ellen.
I am
So,
I am so grateful to be here. We were able to overcome one of the challenges of this morning, technology. So we must embrace it, right? Regardless of what's going on. Yes, we're a few minutes late, but we're here, so that's what really matters. So I'm sorry if you've been waiting for us for a little bit, and I'm grateful that you stood by us and waited. And so now we're ready to give you some tools that you can use as you continue to, as you live your life, you will continue to experience fears in your life. And the key of our last 2 months, uncovering the several phases of fears, has been for you to become aware, not so much about getting rid of fear, because if I said to you, you can get rid of fear, I would be lying to you. I still feel fears. Everyone feels fears, and that's part of human experience. And fear does help us in many ways. It saves us from dangerous situation and dangerous people. So definitely, it's a good feeling to have. Yet at the same time, it can play against us if we don't understand what fear really is and how we can overcome it. And it's such a beautiful way of living fearless. I have a friend of mine, actually a client that I was coaching at one point, and she said one day, "I want to live my life fearless." And when she said that, I was just like, "Oh, she's ready. She's ready. She's ready. She's ready. She's ready." And when you're sick and tired of allowing fear to stop you from living a fulfilled life, you decide that, you know what, yes, I'm going to experience fear, yet I'm not going to allow it to stop me from living life to the fullest. And that's what we have been talking about. We have been talking about the different phases of fear, like the fear of doubt, worry, success, the fear of success. Someone tell you success, you would look at their face, or you would look at them thinking, what the heck are you talking about? That is not true. But unfortunately, it is something that we do have, a lot of us, especially those of us that are so driven to have a better lifestyle. It is it's ingrained in us, and it's very hard for us to uncover it. Yet, because of how we act and our habits, that's what makes us become aware of the fears that we have. So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about, um, you know, what tools and how you can use those tools. Okay. So one of the things that one of the things that you must do in order to use those. So number one is that you must recognize that you have fears. And sometimes someone might say to me, okay, so how do I recognize I have a fear? If what you just said to me, sometimes I'm not even going to be aware of that I have a fear, like a fear of success. Yes. And one of the ways that you can recognize that you have a fear is by how you acting. Are you procrastinating and taking action towards the things that you need to do? Probably you need to make a phone call to a client or prospective business partner if you're an entrepreneur. If you are living your life on a day to day, you know that you're sick and tired of that job, and you know that you're ready to go to the next level and get a better job, a better paying job, a job that fulfills your heart and that you feel passionate about the work that you're doing. Because if you're just working for the money, that's not going to be enough. At the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of your lifetime, you will feel like you have not lived your life. Just chasing the dollar is not worth it. So I want to make sure that you do understand that. The next thing is that we want to embrace fear. Okay, and how do we embrace fear? Once you become aware of it, now you can embrace, you can say, you know what? Yes, I have fear. Yes, I feel the fear. Yes, I don't feel like I want to make that freaking phone call. I don't want to make it. I refuse. I don't want to feel, I don't want to hear anyone saying no on the other line, or I'm not interested, or yeah, I hear you, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. So it's okay, be okay with it. So what I'm saying to you is be okay with it. Embrace it. And now you can okay, regardless of what I'm feeling, or I'm just gonna stay frozen here. Am I gonna allow this fear to freeze me, to take away what I am here for? Okay, so I'm gonna keep in mind. I want you to remember that you must recognize it, embrace it, and the next thing is that you must do something immediately, like right away. As soon as you feel the fear, or as soon as you become aware that you're procrastinating, take action.
Ellen, I'm still here, but I'm in and out on the conversation. But I'm thinking if you're hearing me here, that showing gratitude also can help them overcome fear sometimes, especially if they're wanting to talk to somebody they're a little concerned about. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I'm having trouble hearing you here today, Ellen. I think you better keep on going without me. Okay?
Okay. Okay. So,
Okay.
you see, technology today is not working 100% with us, but we're gonna make the best of it, right? We're gonna make the best of this next 15 minutes. And so, the next thing that we want to make sure, I do really want you to remember what fear stands for. And one of the things that I always, or when I was learning and I started on this journey, I remember someone saying what fear stands for. And so I always, when I find myself in that place, I think about this acronym about it. And so F is for false events appearing real. Okay, that's what it means. So, which means that, you know what? Yes, the fear is real. Yet, what the fear is telling you that it is not. It's just a lie. Our minds sometimes lie to us. And we have to be able to see beyond the illusion. We must be able to see beyond what is and look into the essence of things so we can actually act and act regardless of what seems to be true. Because when we look into what is, into the essence of the situation, or the whatever is presenting into us, we become aware that it's not really that. And the beauty of it is that when you take action, okay, once you take action, you realize that, you know what, it wasn't that bad after all. And you realize it was truly a lie. It wasn't that bad. And so I also want you to remember one thing. When you feel fear, another thing is that use it as a way of fueling you. So if you find yourself fearful, like remember we were saying at the beginning, you recognize you're fearful, you will embrace it and use it as a fuel. So for me personally, whenever I feel fearful, to me is I must go and do it anyway because I'm feeling fearful. And the faster I do it, the better it is because the sooner I can get rid of that fear. So that's what I want you to remember. Okay. Another thing that there's another tool that I want you to use is ask yourself. Asking questions. Many times we ask ourselves the wrong questions. Many times instead of asking what, we say why. Why are we going through this? Why are we having all these challenges? Why is it that my life don't seem to work the way I want it to work? And so why is the worst question that you can ask yourself, you see? Instead of asking why, ask yourself, what is it that I'm afraid of? What is it that I'm afraid of? In another way, what I'm saying to you is look at fear in on its face. Look at fear face to face. Look at what it is. Okay. The next thing is that you want to ask yourself, if I knew 100% that I could not fail in doing this or taking that or making with this decision, whether it's that you're about to make a decision to start a business, you were presented with an opportunity that seems to be the best opportunity for you at that moment, a job opportunity, changing careers, starting a new career, going to school, going on vacation. Where are you going to go on a vacation? Are you going inside the United States or outside the United States? People have a lot of fears, different types of fears. And I'm aware of that. And so you want to ask yourself, if I knew 100% that I could not fail, would I still go ahead and do it anyway? And so if the answer is yes, that means that you should go ahead regardless of what you're feeling. And I can tell you that the feeling of overcoming your fears, and the more you practice it, the more capable are you going to be of overcoming your fears and acting regardless of what you're feeling. Okay, so those are key things that I want you to remember. Okay. Another thing is, I really like to talk a lot about the fear of success. And why do I like to talk about that a lot? Because, especially for us entrepreneurs, most of us don't see ourselves. Someone tells you, "Oh, you're fearful of success." I remember when I was told that, I was just like, nah, not me. I really want this going on. I really want my business to go forward. I really want to feel that I am helping a lot of people, that I'm able to help someone become aware of their true self. And in having a conscious business, putting together conscious marketing strategies into their business. I would not have said that, but you know what? I did, because there were so many things that I was doing that I didn't realize it was sabotaging my success. And what I know about the fear of success is that it's so hard to see it, that having a coach, it helps me. That's what helped me, at least. And the entrepreneurs that I have helped, they have been able to be helped and to overcome that fear, because I was able to see it through them. They were not able to see it. And so that is the reason why coaching is so important. I believe in coaching 100%. It's our situation, and so we don't see it. We a lot of times we don't see the situation or the challenges that we're having, and we don't see the true issues that we're having until someone else comes and points it out to us and help us to see it. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to tell you, oh, you have a fear of success. I'm going to ask you certain questions that will allow you to become aware that you have fear of success. And so with that in mind, I hope and I trust that you can take these tools with you and become the person that you were meant to be, that you came here to be, to live life to the fullest, to live life on purpose, no matter what it is. Okay, because everyone has different purposes, and all of it works for the greater good. The main thing is that you are happy, and the only way that you're gonna be joyful and happy about your life is overcoming those fears. Okay, and someone asked me one time, okay, so how do I become aware of my fears? How do I become aware of my fears? One of the ways, as I mentioned before, is that you look at the pattern of habits. What do you do? What are you currently doing? You know you're supposed to do something and you're procrastinating. You're not taking action. You're not doing what you need to do. And you know it. No one needs to tell you that, because I know that you're your worst enemy. I know that. You could be your best friend. And most of the times, what I've seen is that when you train yourself to be your best friend, you're your worst enemy. So I'm here to tell you that you must work regardless. Do what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. Because a lot of times our feelings don't necessarily are guiding us to our greater good. So we must be able to realize and to recognize that. And one of the things that I can say to you is meditation. I believe in meditation. Meditation allows you to become more in tune, more in keen with your feelings, with your true self, and helps you to see beyond what you can see, beyond of what is, beyond of the illusion that we are faced every single day. So I'm here to tell you that I know you can do it, and I really hope and trust that you get this. And one of the things that the only thing that I ask is that you share your stories with me. And if what I'm teaching you, what I'm sharing with you is helping you to move to the next level, share it with others. Share it with others. And tell me, because you know what? It really helps me to feel more inspired to continue to do the work that I do. I love helping people. I love it. It's just part of who I am. I can't help myself. I just have to share. So I want to leave you with a quote, and the quote that I want to leave you with is so amazing, because I found this at this book as I was going through, and the quote said, "Courage is not the lack of fear; it's the ability to face fear." So just like what I was saying to you, you see, this quote is actually supporting what I was saying to you earlier. So it's about facing the fear. That's the courage. Okay, you must find the courage to face the fear, regardless of what it is. Okay. And the other quote that I want to leave you with is, "The oldest and stronger emotion of mankind is fear." Which means, as I started from the beginning, I'm not here to tell you that I'm going to teach you or show you how you can be without fear. That is not possible. You will always have fear. The question is, do you have the courage to face it? And that's what I want to leave you with. Okay, so until next time, I do want you to share this again with your friends, with your family, with everyone that you can, and share your comments. Please, please, please share your comments. Let me know how things are working with you. And if there's anything that I can do for you, just email me, text me, send me a message through this medium. And I'm always checking my messages personally. I'm always checking them. So until next time, I'll talk to you.